What was the moment you realized his mom didn't see you as the one and he agreed without blinking? I wish I could say I found out he didn't really love me because of some explosive betrayal. Like, I caught him in bed with someone else, or found a secret second phone filled with cheating receipts. But no. My story unraveled because of a sentence, 10 words, whispered in a kitchen I never belonged in. She's just a temporary girl. He'll end up with someone more polished. It was his mom. And he didn't even flinch when I told him. Just shrugged, like she had a point. And that broke me in a way I didn't even know I could break. Let me rewind. His name is Tyler. We met at a trivia night 3 years ago. He didn't know a single answer, but he bought me a drink after I single-handedly carried our team to second place. I remember the way he looked at me that night like I was the girl. The only one in the room. I felt chosen, special, seen. Fast forward, and we were living together, sharing an Amazon Prime account. He knew how I liked my coffee. I knew which drawer he kept his childhood baseball cards in, and that he only slept in mismatched socks because it kept the dreams interesting. We had our rhythm, our inside jokes, our Friday night pasta ritual. It felt real, solid. So when he invited me to spend a long weekend at his parents' house in Charleston, I thought, maybe this was the next step. Maybe we were moving towards something permanent. Spoiler alert, I was so wrong. The first night was fine. His mom, Diane, gave me one of those half hugs and an obligatory compliment about my dress. That's a bold color on you. Bold. Not flattering. Not cute. Just bold. I ignored it. I'm used to moms who need warming up. His dad, Mark, was kind, quiet, but asked about my job and even remembered I worked in interior design. We had grilled salmon, and Tyler squeezed my knee under the table like a reassurance. You're doing great. But by day 2, the energy shifted. Diane kept calling me by the wrong name, Maya, which isn't even remotely close to Mara, and suggested 3 separate times that I should consider law school if I wanted to build a real future. I was already gritting my teeth, trying to be polite, trying to not make it awkward for Tyler. But then came that morning. I woke up early to get a glass of water. The house was quiet. I passed the kitchen and heard voices, Diane and her sister, I think. She's sweet, but let's be honest, she's just a temporary girl. Tyler will settle down with someone more polished when he's ready. And then laughter, soft, knowing, like they weren't talking about a real person, like I wasn't sleeping 10 feet away. I backed up so quietly, I don't even think they heard me breathe. My hands were shaking. I clutched that glass of water like it was the only thing tethering me to the earth. Tyler was still asleep when I slipped back into bed. I stared at the ceiling, replaying it over and over in my head. Temporary girl. Not even a real name. Just a placeholder. I told myself maybe I misheard. Maybe they were talking about someone else. Maybe I was being paranoid. But later that afternoon, I asked him, softly, nervously, "Hey, I overheard your mom talking about me this morning." He was half watching a football game, barely looked up. What'd she say? I repeated it, word for word. He blinked, smirked a little. She's kind of right. And that moment, that exact second, that's when I knew. I wasn't the love of his life. I was the warm-up act.